Hello my friends, it's December 11th, 2017, and it's time for today's big story. It's not even winter yet, and it's so goddamn cold here, and it's snowing, and I'm tired of it. Oh, winter didn't even start, and I already want it to be over. That's why I'm wearing this blanket, because I'm freezing. My office has big windows in it, blah blah blah, you get it. I guess Square-Enix and Capcom had the same idea today because they both wanted to talk about how much they love the Switch. We know Square-Enix has been fond of the Switch for a while now, but they just seem to not be able to stop talking about it, which is good. We want more stuff from them on the Switch. And Capcom today is like, yeah, we like the Switch too. Remember, guys? We always like the Switch. But anyway, both companies today talked about how they have plans for more Switch games. I'm going to read you a comment directly from Square-Enix talking about their Switch support and plans. Let me get into that right now. They say, one of our other big initiatives is to get as many of our past titles available via digital releases. Among the younger generations of gamers, you got lots of people out there who may have heard of our past titles but never had an opportunity to play them. So we think that program of porting and transferring the older titles over to newer platforms such as the Switch is very important, so that people get that awareness of our back catalog. Just straight ports isn't cutting it. We need to update those and modernize them to make sure something works for modern gamers too. So Square Enix has some plans to bring over some ports, they're just not saying what. And that stuff is important because people who have been playing games forever know about Square Enix titles and stuff like that, but newer gamers might not be so familiar, so they could bring over some of their classic games and modernize them. And it seems like they have some plans to do that for the Switch. There's plenty of games in Square Enix catalog which will be cool to see a revamp or just a re-release of. And I know a lot of people get worried that the companies will ruin them when they modernize them or update them, so hopefully that's not going to be the case here. We won't know until we see it, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of games in their past that I would like to see get some new life on the Switch. Now, Capcom is also talking about ports, but they're taking it a little bit differently. They're saying they want to bring over games to the Switch that have not had a chance on any Nintendo platform. So some of their past titles that didn't release on the Wii U or the 3DS or the Wii or anything like that, they want to bring over to the Switch. So that narrows it down a bit more. You can start to guess what games they might be considering. You know, maybe Resident Evil 7 or 6 or 5 or a whole bunch of other games in there too. So, you know, like I've said before, we've ragged on Capcom a lot because they're kind of wishy-washy when it comes to the Switch. But in recent weeks, they've certainly turned things around. They've shared a lot of plans to bring stuff to the platform. Just yesterday, we saw a Street Fighter collection, the 30th anniversary collection, I think it is coming to the Switch. So they are doing more stuff for the Switch, and now we have some idea of what else we could see from them down the road a little bit. Frozen X07 on Go Nintendo says, first Capcom, now Square Enix. They're going port crazy. Yeah, there are a lot of ports in the works. Again, we don't know what they are. And I know people complain, I want new games, I don't want ports, and I do understand that. But everybody has some games on their list that they would still like to see ported. So hopefully whatever they do pick, you'll be excited about. Like I said, there's games in there from both companies that I'd like to see come over. It's hard to name Capcom stuff that wasn't on Nintendo platforms already. Like, I want Zack and Wiki to get a remake, but, you know, that's already on Nintendo platforms and only on it, as far as I know, it was only on Nintendo platforms. But with Square Enix, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that they have in their catalog, RPGs and non-RPGs. So there's a lot to pull from for both companies. Let me know what you would like to see from them. Alright, my friends, that's today's big story for December 11, 2017. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting. It's very much appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow for whatever tomorrow's big story is, and I sure hope you'll join me to check it out. So until then, have a lovely day and a lovely evening, and I'll see you in a few short hours. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at Twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at Instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot!